Stop scrolling right now. If you're over 65 and get a pension, what I'm about to reveal could literally put hundreds of pounds into your pocket this Christmas. But almost nobody knows the truth. There's a huge claim going around about a 531 hot one-off payment from the DWP starting December 25th, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's real, what's a scam, and how to make sure you don't miss out on the support you're actually entitled to. Stay with me, because this could change how much money you have in your bank this festive season. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button because this channel is made just for you, and I post videos on topics that really matter to you. I'll be uploading this exact topic about the 531 pension payment, so if you want the latest, easiest to understand updates straight from me, click subscribe now. It only takes a second, and you won't miss a thing. The story going around online about the Department for Work and Pensions confirming a £631 payment for older pensioners from December 25th or December 22nd sounds very attractive, and it sounds like exactly the sort of support many people on lower incomes would be glad to receive. But the reality is rather different, and it's important for people to understand what is true and what is misinformation before they start believing announcements that haven't been made by official government sources. And here's how it really is. What has been spreading over social media and on video platforms is a claim that the DWP has officially confirmed a one-off 530 wallets payment targeted specifically at older pensioners starting at the end of December this year, and that everyone who is eligible will automatically receive this cash. But if you look for confirmation from the Department for Work and Pensions on Gov UK, which is the official government website, there is no press release or official guidance on a new 531 payment for pensioners. In December 2025, the DWP publishes all of its formal announcements and new support schemes there, and the latest documents do not contain anything about a payment, exactly matching this description. Instead, they cover routine departmental activity and information about existing services, not a brand new lump sum payment. What is actually coming, or what pensioners should expect at this time of the year, are the standard winter and scheduled payments that have been part of the UK welfare system for many years. And these include the winter fuel payment, which is a tax-free government grant automatically paid to eligible people who have reached state pension age to help with their heating costs during the colder months. And this scheme usually pays between around £200 and £300 depending on age and circumstances, and is paid between November and December every year. The exact amounts and eligibility rules have been updated, and some changes have been introduced in recent years. But this payment is not a one-off surprise payment of $531 that applies to all older pensioners. And importantly, it is automatic if people meet the criteria, and they do not need to apply for it in advance. Wikipedia. It's also worth knowing that the amount someone gets from this winter fuel payment can depend on personal circumstances, such as age, how many people in the household are eligible, and if they are on certain benefits. And in some recent changes, the payment was temporarily adjusted so that only those with incomes under a certain limit receive it. Though the exact changes and who qualifies have been evolving this year, and pensioners have been advised to check the latest guidance from official government pages, rather than rely on videos or posts on social media that might be confusing two separate pieces of support together, or misinterpret information. And the government has been very clear in its official communications that pensioners will be warned about scams, and that you do not need to apply and will not be asked for bank details by text message or email to receive a winter fuel payment, because scammers look to exploit confusion around real government payments. Gov UK. The reason for this confusion is that articles and videos sometimes take bits of information about existing benefits and cost of living support, and then repackage them with misleading titles such as DWP confirms, followed by a large sum of money which attracts attention and shares. But these titles are not supported by official announcements, and the figures themselves might be drawn from a mixture of different benefits, added together in a way that does not reflect a single payment, you will receive as one lump sum. The videos could combine past cost of living payments, routine pension increases, and winter fuel payments to arrive at a number like $531. But that is not something that has been actually confirmed by DWP as a standalone one-off payment for every older pensioner in December 2025. And sources discussing such claims often lack links to any government statements of the sort you'd expect if this was really happening. And that's because there isn't one at the moment. YouTube. What the official government emphasizes in its guidance and in warnings about scams is that pensions and benefits like the winter fuel payment and other allowances are paid automatically by the Department for Work and Pensions, or Revenue and Customs, without people needing to apply once they are eligible, and importantly, that the DWP will never send unsolicited messages asking for personal bank details to claim a payment, and if someone receives a text or email asking them to apply for a government payment or to share personal or financial information, then it's very likely to be a scam because criminals impersonate government departments in order to steal money or personal data. And this has been a real problem with scam messages claiming to relate to the winter fuel payment, with reports increasing significantly in recent months, around the time payments are due. So older people and their families should stay vigilant and check official guidance instead of trusting viral videos or posts. Gov UK. So if you are an older pensioner or you care for someone who receives the state pension or other benefits, it's a good idea to know when you normally get paid and what to expect in December this year, because payments that fall during bank holidays like Christmas might be made a little earlier than usual. But beyond that, you should not rely on information from unofficial sources that say the government has confirmed a $531 one-off payment, because there isn't an official confirmation from the DWP or Gov UK that matches those claims. Credible UK news organizations and the official department site both do not show any such announcement. Instead, they show routine updates about departmental work, support with employment and training, fraud warnings, and other news items, but nothing that says every older pensioner will automatically receive a $531 payment at the end of December 2025. So people should be cautious about believing or sharing content with that sort of headline until there is a genuine government press release or official guidance that confirms exactly what people want to know. Gov UK. Another point to mention is that in the recent period, the government has provided various forms of assistance in different ways, particularly during previous years of high inflation and cost of living pressures. And these have included extra cost of living payments, disability cost of living support, and targeted grants to people on low incomes, but these usually have their own eligibility conditions and application or automatic assessment dates, and they don't come as a universal one-off amount for every pensioner of a certain age. The rules around these payments can be complicated and change from year to year, and that's exactly why many people get confused when they see headlines like confirmed payment, which are really just repeating rumors and assumptions rather than true government announcements, and official help with benefits payments is clearly described on Gov UK and supported by government communications teams, not by random channels online that often don't provide links to government guidance. In the event that the UK government or the Department for Work and Pensions does decide to introduce a new one-off payment or emergency support scheme for pensioners in the future, they would publish it on Gov UK with clear details including who is eligible, when it will be paid, how you qualify, and any action required from claimants and reputable UK news outlets. And financial advice organizations would talk about it with information drawn from the official announcement. So pensioners, family members, and advisors looking for reliable information should always check Gov UK or trusted news sources for confirmation, rather than rely on claims made only in social media videos, because until you see that official confirmation, the claim of a $531 one-off payment remains unverified and likely misinformation, and that's the truth behind the current circulating story about DWP confirming this payment. Gov UK. Stop scrolling right now. If you're over 65 and get a pension, what I'm about to reveal could literally put hundreds of pounds into your pocket this Christmas, but almost nobody knows the truth. There's a huge claim going around about a 531 one-off payment from the DWP starting December 25th. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's real, what's a scam, and how to make sure you don't miss out on the support you're actually entitled to. Stay with me, because this could change how much money you have in your bank this festive season. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button because this channel is made just for you, and I post videos on topics that really matter to you. I'll be uploading this exact topic about the 531 pension payment, so if you want the latest, easiest to understand updates straight from me, click subscribe now. It only takes a second and you won't miss a thing.